All right, welcome back. It has been a long time, about a month, in fact. And this video, we're going to talk about what to focus on when building your speaking business. It is quite an appropriate topic right now. I'm going to give you literally three things, the only three things that a speaking business is, and you're going to learn them right here in this video. Stick around. Oh, that's cool with the blur. I appreciate that. Well, hey, listen, what are the three things that you need to focus on in order to build your speaking business? Because I'll tell you, there's a lot you could be focusing on. There are a lot of distractions for sure in the world of building professional speaking businesses. There's a lot of advice out there that will tell you to do things in different ways, and it's quite distracting. So let's go ahead and give you the three, and then I'll tell you a little bit about what the future holds for this here YouTube channel and even on the Facebook page. In fact, if you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you get subscribed because we do videos like this. We teach the speaking business. And when a new one drops, you're going to want to be notified because we are not, as you noticed, doing daily live streams anymore because of focus, right? Because of focus. For me in my speaking business, I have a short-term goal instead of a long-term goal. So there's reasons why building a YouTube page is a brilliant idea, and there's reasons why I am still choosing not to build the YouTube channel at this particular present moment, but it will be built, and you will want to be subscribed. All right, so let's talk about the three things. Here they are. Number one, you need a packaged speech, you need a packaged speaker, and you need systems. Three types of systems, in fact, and we'll get to that when we talk about the systems. Let's go one at a time. Let's talk about what a packaged speech is. Now, I'll tell you, I've been working pretty closely with a lot of speakers developing this for them, right? You know, a lot of times speakers, I used to coach people on how to do this. In fact, I still do in terms of courses and programs and things like that. I don't do one-on-one coaching anymore, but they struggled to put just the right things and just the right words in terms of speech titles, what topic they should be speaking on, how to write an effective program description, kind of all the, not what you speak about, but how you speak about what you speak about, and how to do it in such a way that is in the language of the person who's going to hire you. It's clear, it's compelling and interesting and engaging, and it's concise, right? It's nice and quick and punchy. They are in elimination mode when they're making speaking decisions. They are swiping left on speakers like you wouldn't believe, and you've got to pass that test. You've got to have a speech that is packaged, right? You've got to have a message that is packaged, and that is the first component. So again, I've been working with speakers to kind of take that off their plate, and you'll see below this video, there is a link to the extra large option, which involves me doing all the work for you and you just showing up and doing the gigs. So that is what I have been focused on and busy with helping speakers to get booked. Number two, you've got to package yourself as a speaker. Listen, they're not just hiring or paying for a message. They're paying for a messenger. Yeah, they could go and talk about sales and leadership themselves, right? They probably know a lot about sales and leadership, but they hire sales and leadership speakers still because they need sometimes, a different messenger. So how do you package a speaker? Obviously that includes things like demo videos, and there's 4 different types of demo videos that we create. Obviously things like headshots, various photos, just making it look, if you want to be a $10,000 speaker, right, which is primarily the world I deal with is corporate speaking, and $5,000 and above is the price range. But yeah, we're looking for those 5-figure checks. And if you want to be a $10,000 speaker, then you've got to look like a $20,000 speaker, right? You can't be competing with all the other 10,000. You've got to look like a $20,000 speaker so that the 10,000, like you're not even in competition with them. You blow them all out of the water. So that is the packaging of the speaker themselves, right? So we talk about creating what I call the highly bookable speaker bio. We talk about creating the YU documents and various ways to communicate how you are the right messenger for this message. And then let's talk about systems now. Let's talk about speaker systems. There are 3 types of speaker systems that you need to focus on. Again, this is all a speaking business is. These are the nuts and bolts, the meat and potatoes, the bones of a speaking business. And yes, a lot of other things, again, can take your focus and distract you. But without these, right, without a product to sell, without the ability to sell yourself, I guess is a way to put it, right? To package yourself as the right messenger for this message and look like a $20,000 speaker when you're trying to get 10. Without any of those, then the next piece of the puzzle is a no-go. And some people like to start here. They like to start with the systems and they think that that's how you get the gigs. But what they don't realize is they're missing the bookability components, the things that make speakers bookable. The product and the speaker packaging are, again, your speech is your product. So when I say product, that's what I'm talking about. All right. So what systems do you need? What 3 systems do you need? And this is true for all business, right? You need a way to generate leads. You need a way to convert those leads. And then you need a way to service those clients, right? So generating leads, gosh, there's so many ways to do that. There's so many ways. Could you build a YouTube channel to generate leads? Yeah, maybe. Is that the best way to generate leads? Maybe for you. Yes, maybe no, right? So again, I think it's very, very personal. And for me, it boils down to one thing. What can you focus on? What can you do consistently so that you stick with it and get the results that you're looking for? All right, and then that's the first piece, and then the first system that you need, right? I call these highly bookable speaker systems. Lead generation, lead conversion, right? How are you going to get that person to hire you once they have expressed interest in your speaking services? How do you close that deal? And we have a whole process. It's called the inquiry to income process, and we just take any single inquiry and we go through these 5 stages of a lead, and we kind of break down the anatomy and teach, all right, this is what you do here, this is what you do next, this is what you do next, and that's how you get the big contracts, right? That's how you close those big deals. And then the final systems that you need are client servicing systems. So actually, like, you know exactly what you're going to do when you show up to do a gig, for example. You know exactly what paperwork to send them when they say yes to booking you. You know exactly all of the things that are going to happen before, during, and after the gig, right? So all of these are client servicing and really fulfilling your obligations when people pay you, right? You got to have systems for that so that nothing falls through the cracks, so that your travel's getting booked, all of the ducks are in a row. So if you don't know what to focus on in your speaking business, there is a very, very quick checklist. You've got to have a speech to sell. That speech has to be what I call a highly bookable speech, and that highly bookable speech must be packaged in a way that is accessible to the people who are making these booking decisions. Don't reinvent the wheel, right? Why try to be super, creative and pioneering and all this other? Like, just do the things that they expect. Put the speech that you want to deliver, put it on the shelves where they're shopping, right? Just get it in front of the people and package it in a way that will appeal to them. And then, of course, we covered the highly bookable speaker themselves, right? The highly bookable speaker package, including, the demo videos and just all the stuff that makes you look professional, right? Maybe not like this blurred background right here. Check my other videos out. All right. Then finally, we talk about systems and the 3 different kinds of systems. So if you don't know what to focus on, take a look at that list. When you get those built and done and in place, you've got a speaking business, right? If you have a way to generate leads at will, to find, to locate, to contact, right? Leads at will. And if you have a process to convert those leads at will, then it's, just a matter of a choice, right? How big your business wants to grow. It is just a choice at that point. All right. That is it from me for now. And again, we're going to be doing a lot less frequently than daily, simply because my focus is on, you've seen, what my goal is. You've seen my other videos, but take a look, and there's a lot to learn in those videos for sure. All right, that is it for me for now. We will speak soon.